Hi, everybody. This is Mary Kay with Country High Road, and I have the privilege to sit here with Mr. Craig Campbell at Gilley's in Las Vegas. Hi, Craig. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thanks. Welcome back to Vegas.
Yeah, glad to
And when you guys are here, do you do anything? If you get any time, do you do anything outside of Vegas? Go any sightseeing, or what do you like to do here?
Well, we typically make at least one trip to In-N-Out. Last couple of times we were here, most of the guys went to the Sphere and watched. I think they saw the Eagles at the Sphere. I have not been to the Sphere yet, but if I'm here by myself without my wife, I usually just rest. Usually just stay in my room and enjoy the downtime.
Yeah.
Because part of that being is when we played Gilley's, the shows were late. So there's a lot of just sitting around. So I just catch up on some rest.
You know, your music has touched so many the fans in so many different ways. What prompted the Lost Files and the Class of '89 music?
Well, the Lost Files was a collection of songs that I had recorded over the course of 10 years or so with the two record deals that I had, and fortunately when those record deals were over with for me and we parted ways, I was able to take all those songs with me. And so they were on the verge of being lost forever. So that's how we came up with the name The Lost Files, because they were just sitting on hard drives. So I just said, there's no reason for them to sit on hard drives. Let's finish them and polish them up and knock the dust off of them and put them
What
out.
about the Class of '89?
Class of '89.
I love that. I
Class of
just
89
love it.
was just a project that I've always wanted to do. Ever since I heard Alan Jackson's Under the Influence record, I always wanted to record just a bunch of songs that I loved growing up, and that's kind of that's just where that particular collection of songs came from.
I listen to it a lot. I really like it because I'm kind of old school. So there are several and a lot of ups and downs for you artists in this business. So how daring was it to go out on that limb with that amazing hit, Missing You?
It took a pretty decent leap of faith, but I knew I had a hit song. I knew that, and I have a hit song with Missing You, and I felt like I still had a pretty good relationship with a bunch of folks at radio, and I felt like the timing was right. And we got the team together. So the team was good, the song was great, the time was great. So it just all made sense to do it, and it was a good decision.
Seems to be getting a lot of airplay.
So far, so good.
It's doing very well.
Yeah.
So as if you're not busy enough, you open up a coffee shop, Grindstone Cowboy in Eaglesville, Tennessee. What were you just sitting around one day and say, I like coffee, I need something to do?
It was more of a thought process over a stretch of a couple of years. I always thought the name Grindstone Cowboy would be a great name for a coffee shop, and so I had the name, and then pitched the idea to my wife, and she didn't really love it at first, but then finally I just kept doing some research and eventually talked her into doing it. And Eagleville, we found the perfect location, and then it just coincidentally all of this happened during COVID, and when my touring dates were taken away from me without me having any say so, that really did solidify the idea that we needed something else to back us up if the music doesn't ever come back. And so we actually built Grindstone Cowboy and opened in the heat of COVID, and it was a blessing. Well, it still is a blessing. It's turned into something we never expected, but it's taken off.
And you have another location opening up too, right?
Mm-hmm. We got a second location opening in probably October, and it's down in Shelbyville, Tennessee. And then we have a third location that will be in Florida.
Oh, in Florida. Oh, you're really branching out.
Yeah.
Ooh, famous. We were there in June because we were in town for CMA Fest. It was worth the drive to go out there. We loved everything about the place.
Awesome.
The food was good, the coffee, and your wife was there. We got to talk to her a little bit. We enjoyed it. I encouraged a lot of people to go out there because it's just worth it.
And that's what we when we started Grindstone Cowboy, we knew there was a few things that, like all the research that I did, there were some things that we had to make sure we had, and atmosphere was one of them. We probably spent more money than we should have on the decor and just how we wanted people to feel when they walked in. The menu was a lot of it was by accident, but we also knew that we wanted to keep the menu small, but make it really good. So that's and it works. So that's pretty much every grindstone we have will have the same menu. Just keep it small, but keep it good.
So we pulled into the town. I thought like Mayberry's bigger than this. I mean,
It's real small, yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very small. So the Kenny Campbell Foundation is very, very important to you. So give us some insights on how you started it and why, and who came up with the cornhole tournament idea.
So the cornhole tournament started before the Kenny Campbell Foundation did it. Early in the cornhole tournament days, I teamed up with different colorectal cancer organizations. We worked with the T.J. Martell Foundation. We worked with Fight Colorectal Cancer. We even did some stuff with Colon Cancer Alliance. Everything was centered around colorectal cancer because my dad was 36 years old when he died with colon cancer. So that was always the mission, was to honor him, but also just spread the message of colon cancer is preventable. Get screened, and that's just where we've been focusing all that energy. And then a few years ago we just decided we wanted to make sure the money went to where we wanted it to go. So we opened our own 501c3, called it the Kenny Campbell Foundation in honor of my dad, and that's where the money's been raised for the Kenny Campbell Foundation, probably the last 3 years.
And it's got to be an honor to have artists and your friends just join you, and it's got to make you feel really good to have them be a part of it.
Oh, I got some amazing friends in this business, and when the cornhole tournament every year, I actually have people calling me wanting to play it, and so that's really cool to be able to have friends in the business that will donate their time and their even talent of getting up and singing and for the cornhole tournament, and being able to raise that money is pretty great to have friends like that.
Now you also did a benefit in July at the Ryman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, I had chills watching some of that and seeing the pictures. How were your feelings when you stepped into that circle, knowing what it was all about, what it was all for?
Well, the Ryman's special. I've played the Ryman a bunch of times with the Opry, and I played there years ago when I used to play piano for Tracy Byrd. I played there with him, and even coincidentally, I played a show there with Alan Jackson for a colorectal cancer event several years ago. But to be able to walk out as my part of the headlining acts, it was pretty cool to step out there and to be in this place raising money for my charity was pretty epic.
And your daughter was there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's another part. I watched her and I'm like, oh my gosh, look at this girl go.
Oh, yeah.
That had to be like a big old proud dad moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely. When you tour and you're on the bus, what do you gotta have on that bus? What's a must-have?
International Delight French Vanilla Creamer.
Do you have a back scratcher?
I don't.
You don't travel with one?
No, I don't. I don't have a back scratcher.
I do. They're in my car, they're in my office, my home. I gotta have a back scratcher. My grandson laughs at me, but I'm like, and then he goes, Grandma, you got that back scratcher? I'm like, yeah. How much? How much you got? Yeah. So when you go to a new town for a new show, and if you get time, do you go sightseeing or maybe hit one of their local restaurants or stuff like that?
Sometimes. I mean, I definitely, when I travel, I try to drink and eat local. I don't, we can hit a McDonald's anytime, anywhere. But so when I travel, I always, if they have a local beer or a local whiskey or local, mom and pop coffee shop, I very seldom will you catch me at a chain coffee shop. So that's. And sightseeing, if somebody's there to take us around, we'll do some stuff like that. But I definitely will drink and eat local.
And what city or where would you like to play a concert at, but you've never had an opportunity? Any place in particular?
I've been blessed. I've toured all over the United States. I've always wanted to go to Ireland and play. Scotland. Those are two places I really would love to go.
That'd be cool. All right, I got some fun questions for you.
Okay.
Okay, pepperoni or sausage on your pizza or both?
Pepperoni.
Pepperoni. Okay. Favorite ice cream?
Cookies and cream?
Should the chili on a chili dog have beans or no beans?
No beans.
No beans. Oh, yes, you're right. Chicken wings, hot or mild?
Mild.
Beach or mountains?
Mountains.
And I have a quick question. You don't have to answer this one. When you're in your hot tub talking about announcing shows and stuff, what are you wearing? You got boxers?
Bathing suit.
Bathing suit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Swim
Somebody was
trunks.
asking me, and I said, I don't know if I'm going to ask him, but I'm going to ask him.
Sometimes I'm wearing the Speedo.
There you go. Thanks for sharing that. So, what do you got going on coming up now the rest of the year?
Just a lot of the same. We got opening a new location of Grindstone, so that's taking a lot of time, a lot of focus. Working the single Missing You radio. Got a lot of radio shows coming up. Some tour dates, and that's about it.
New music?
Always working on new
Always
music, but we won't put new music out till next year.
Okay. So I know you're very active on social media, but in case people need to catch up with you, where can they find you?
My handle on most of my socials is at Craig Campbell TV. TikTok is the one that is the outlier, so it's at Craig Campbell Music.
Okay.
But that's where I am.
Well, you know what? I want to thank you for your time today. I want to thank the other Craig Campbell for helping me set this up with Maddie. And thanks a lot. And enjoy your night tonight.
Thank you. Yeah.
And safe travels back home.
Always good to see you.
Okay, good to be seen.
Yeah.
You take care. Thanks again. Bye-bye.